All right. Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into some really fascinating stuff today.
Yeah, looking forward to this one.
I think this is going to be a great deep dive. We got this awesome text all about how to, crush it, you know?
Yeah, in your 20s. Make
Yeah.
the most of those years.
Yeah, exactly. Tons of advice packed in here. So much good stuff. But how those years are like the foundation for everything.
Yeah, like set yourself up for success.
Big time. Let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
So one of the first things that really jumped out at me was the whole self-discipline thing.
Oh, yeah, crucial. Absolutely crucial.
But it wasn't like the way I usually think about it,
Yeah.
like grit your teeth and just power
Or
through.
knuckle it, right?
Yeah, exactly. But this text is like, hey, set up your environment so good habits kind of happen naturally.
It's about consistency, not just, fleeting bursts of motivation.
Yeah, consistency.
Yeah.
Makes total sense. Like, I'm always beating myself up for not having enough willpower.
Yeah, we all do that.
But maybe, like, if I actually looked at my environment, changed a few things.
Right, that's more sustainable.
Totally. So what kind of environmental tweaks do you think could really work?
Well, the text actually gives some good examples. Like if you're trying to eat healthier, prepping your meals ahead of time, huge.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or if you're easily distracted, like me, finding a workspace that minimizes those distractions.
That is so me. Ugh, so many distractions.
So yeah, I mean, what are some things you struggle with? What could you tweak in your environment to make things easier?
That's a good question. I'm going to have to think about that one.
Hmm.
So moving on, this next part was all about relentless curiosity.
Oh yeah, love that.
But, and maybe this is just me, but I have to admit sometimes I feel like I should be more curious.
You sure?
But also I worry about getting, sidetracked.
Sure.
Like I have goals, deadlines, and all that. I can't just go down every rabbit hole.
I totally get that. But I think this is where the text makes a really good point about understanding the rules of the game.
Rules of the game, huh?
I just have one. It means, it's not just about being randomly curious. It's about focusing that curiosity strategically,
Right.
applying it to your field, your interests, to the problems you're trying to solve.
Ah, so it's more about targeted exploration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of just reading randomly, you might focus on books that relate to your career goals. Does that make sense?
Totally. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, be curious, but also be smart about it.
Yeah. Curious but strategic.
You know what? That reminds me of this one time I was working on this project, and I got totally sucked into these super obscure historical records.
Oh, wow.
Totally random. But it turned out to be so helpful.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly gave me all these new insights that I never would found otherwise.
See? Sometimes those detours, even if they seem random, can lead to breakthroughs.
They really can. All right, next big idea from the text. Embracing failure as feedback. This is the tough one, right?
Big time.
I'm still working on this one myself.
Yeah, me too.
But the text makes a really strong case for, resilience as a superpower.
And, it's not some magical quality that some people have and others don't. It can be learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually talked about how Navy SEAL training specifically builds resilience by pushing people to their absolute limits.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah. But the point is, anyone can build that resilience muscle. You just gotta, be willing to push yourself.
It's funny, that example made me think of well-known entrepreneur's name.
Yeah.
They had all those failures early on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, they could have easily given up, right?
Yeah.
But they kept learning from those setbacks.
And look at them now.
Yeah, exactly. Built an empire. It's inspiring.
Super inspiring.
So, okay, failure is feedback. Got it. Next, focusing on your strengths.
My favorite.
Mine too. I'm all about working smarter, not harder.
Mhm.
Leverage what you're already good at.
Absolutely. And the text really reinforces that idea. It talks about the Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
So basically, it suggests that you really ask yourself, what are those activities where I excel and get the most satisfaction?
Ooh, I like that.
Right. Where do you truly shine? And once you figure that out, you can, strategically focus your energy there.
Okay, yeah, I'm already thinking of a few things.
Me too. And by doing that, by focusing on your strength, you can, supercharge your productivity and impact.
Love it. Okay, next up, setting clear goals.
Yes. Goals are everything.
So I'm not always great at this. Sometimes I feel like I'm just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, I get that.
But the text is like, hold up, you got to define what winning actually means to you.
Yeah. What does success look like for you?
Exactly. And it's different for everyone, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But once you know where you're going, then you can make a plan. And the text has a really great suggestion for this. breaking down large goals into smaller, more manageable steps.
Oh, yeah, like bite-sized pieces.
Well,
Much less intimidating.
way less intimidating. And it helps you keep that momentum going, stay focused on making consistent progress.
So what can we do this week to move towards those bigger goals? Good question. Okay, let's keep going. This next one is about surrounding yourself with the right people.
Oh, yeah. Your tribe.
Find your tribe, your people. The text calls it like a network effect for success. Being around people who are killing it can really level you up.
It's true. You become who you surround yourself with.
100%. So it's about creating an environment where you're constantly being challenged, inspired, supported.
Yeah. Like iron sharpens iron, right?
So who are those people in your life right now?
Good question.
And are there any gaps you need to fill?
Ooh, another great question.
I know I definitely have some amazing people in my corner already, but I'm always open to more inspiration.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to, be proactive about building those relationships. Seek out mentors, join communities, and really engage with people who are doing what you want to do.
It's like find your role models, study them.
Exactly. Learn from the best.
All right. Okay, this next point is all about adapting quickly,
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
which is so key because life, especially in your 20s, it's like a whirlwind, always
It
changing.
doesn't change, yeah.
And the text really emphasizes the importance of lifelong learning, being open to new information, new experiences.
Ask you're flexible.
Yeah, flexible, so you can roll with the punches.
Right, because the more adaptable you are, the better you'll be able to navigate all those changes and challenges.
You know, that reminds me of this one. Well, it's kind of a long story, but basically everything went sideways.
Oh, no.
I had to completely change course. It was stressful, but I figured it out.
You did!
I had to, right?
Yeah.
But you learn so much from those experiences, even if they're not fun at the time.
Yeah, totally. They really build that resilience and resourcefulness we were talking about.
Okay, last big idea from the text. Ready for this one?
Hit me.
Take.
Risks.
Yes, so important.
Not just any risks, of course. Calculated ones.
Right, calculated risks.
The kind that push you outside of your comfort zone, help you grow. Because honestly, the earlier you start taking those calculated risks, the sooner you figure out what works and what doesn't.
Oh, yeah, like it's all part of that learning process.
Exactly. It's all about experimenting, gathering data, figuring out your strengths, refining your path.
So basically, the more you experiment, the more you learn.
And all those early experiences, the successes and the failures, they're gold. They help you build a solid foundation for your career and your life.
I love that. Okay, so we covered a lot today. We talked about self-discipline, curiosity, embracing failure, focusing on strengths, setting clear goals, surrounding ourselves with winners, adapting quickly, and taking risks.
Wow. When you say it all like that, that's a lot.
It is a lot, but it's all super valuable stuff.
Truly. A powerful framework for success, especially in your 20s when you have the energy and the time to really make the most of it.
So true. All right, everyone, as you reflect on all of this incredible advice, I want you to think about what resonated with you the most.
Yeah, what really stuck out?
And what's one small, concrete action you can take this week to put it into practice? Because you really do have the power to shape your future, one step at a time. Until next time,
Keep on learning.
see you next time.
Bye.